Well, hello, this is Joe Hyde and my co-host,
Ryan Chadwick.
We're here with this is almost the final edition of San Angelo Rodeo Live. We're right before the finals. Some people call it Performance 10, but I kind of think we have like 10, which are regular rodeos, and we have the finals. So, Performance 11.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wasn't going to correct you.
Yeah, you weren't going to. That was very nice of you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Very nice of you.
I'm trying to be more sensitive to your feelings.
I know. People I almost got beat up the other day.
Yeah, it happens, man.
You know, I don't like being like well known, so we don't put our names on this thing. But
even though we say Joe Hyde and Ryan Chadwick every show.
Yeah, even though we say it, we just think people just wash over that. But we had the words up there, they'd be like, "Oh, that's that guy."
Yeah.
But anyway, before we get started, our title sponsor for all this coverage, we've done 20-something videos. This is our 21st video, actually. But our title sponsor has been our good friends at Jim Bass Ford down there at Houston Hart and Arden Road. And here's what they got on special right now.
$3.99 per month. $3.99 per month on a new Ford Escape. Drive away in a new Ford Escape that offers you plenty of get up and go with the affordable payment of $3.99 per month. This deal is only at Jim Bass Ford, corner of Houston Hart at Arden Road, or 24/7 at bassbunch.com. $3.99 per month on a new Ford Escape at Jim Bass Ford. Limited time offer.
Before we get into the previews of the finals tonight, last night in a, I guess, crazy whim, I promised that we would show bloopers. So we have bloopers from 10 years ago. This is back in 2014. It was the second year San Angelo Live in its current state existed. And the rodeo, was, in bed with all the traditional media guys, and they didn't think that we were worthy of reporting much. So what we did was we went and reported on things that were outside the arena. And the guy who we had hired to do all the interviews was a man by the name of Ed Blackburn. And he was the quintessential Sam Elliott cowboy figure with a hat.
With the massive mustache and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he lived on a ranch up in Robert Lee. And I loved Ed. Ed was just a character. Now, he passed away probably 5 years ago. It was a pretty sad day. But Ed followed San Angelo Live, and he worked for us from time to time. And we actually tried to get the Ed Blackburn report going off out of that. But anyway, Ed Blackburn ran all of the interviews, everything. He was doing what two men are doing now. But he did all these interviews from around the rodeo, all the activities like the parade and stuff like that. But just to give you a flavor of how far we have evolved, I thought we should show this blooper reel from 2014 featuring Ed Blackburn.
Hello folks, I'm Ed Blackburn for San Angelo Rodeo Live. Rodeo, let's do that again. And I like that red shirt you got on. Hello, and welcome to San Angelo's, no, that's not good. My mustache is interfering with the camera.
Ain't ugly enough. It's got to be like mine to be a ugliness award. He wins the ugly award every year, so we don't worry. We don't even compete anymore.
Well, you'll be interested to know that the guy behind the video camera here is a big bull riding fan.
He looks more like a bulldogger. One of the big men's events that you run off, you jump off a perfectly fine running horse onto a steer or steer, and then wrestle it to the ground. It looks, Joe looks like that kind of mindset.
Well, I'll tell you that he admitted to me the other day that his favorite event was the bull riding.
So how did it come about? I mean, it's not a natural ranch event. Obviously, calf roping is a ranch event. Steer tripping is a ranch event. Breaking horses is a ranch event. Don't know about bulldogging per se, but bull riding, I'm not sure what the equivalent or where that came about of on a ranch. Did they say, here's a good idea. Let's go get on the meanest, ugliest, nastiest bull we can find and see if we can hang on for 8 seconds. So I'm not sure where that one came from.
Greece. 2009 PCRA Bullfighter of the Year.
Are you calling me old? I'm really not that old, though.
I bet you I'm older than you are.
Action.
All right. Here we are back at the San Angelo Rodeo with San Angelo Rodeo. Let me do that again.
All right, go ahead.
With the San Angelo Rodeo Live.
Stop.
Yeah, I thought. Well, what's it like to unzip your pants?
Well, you got a little ring on there and you just get a hold of it. Now, if it's cold, you better warm them up first.
So it'll be something new for everybody.
Keith, how'd you get started in all this?
I used to be a Chippendale dancer a long time ago, and it just, I don't know, it just didn't work out for me that one night. So anyway.
Now, you got quite a history, and I've got a cheat sheet here. Cheat sheet. I have a cheat sheet here.
Greece. The country of Greece? Wow. No wonder they're bankrupt.
Animation is what we're looking for. This is Ed Blackburn from San Angelo Rodeo Live. 3, 2, 1, action. All right, blooper. Take your hat off.
Can you edit this?
No.
No, it's all live. It's going up on the internet right now.
Oh, come on. Yeah. So I can't flip him off.
Well, you can.
All right, so what we got to do here, we got to be animated. Nobody's going to watch the video unless we do something crazy. All right? So talk about crazy stuff and be animated. Use your hands. Take your hat off.
And I am really pleased to have Mr. Mike Conaway here.
Yep, Ed, good to be with you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
What are you doing, Ed?
Thinking about my next question.
We need more animation than that.
And I'm going to throw in a free Weatherby 12-gauge shotgun and a free Yeti cooler.
Weatherby shotgun?
That's right.
Yeah, what would somebody do with a Weatherby shotgun?
Well, you can do a lot of things around in these parts, but if you...
Guess that's true. Well, I tell you what, I think that Mr. Joe Hyde really appreciates this history.
Well, thank you.
Is that right, Joe?
I do.
You bet. You bet.
Get set. Go.
Hello, folks. This is Ed Blackburn from San Angelo Rodeo. Let's do that again.
Go.
Hello, folks. This is Ed Blackburn for San Angelo Rodeo Live. And I'm here at Jim Bass Ford to have a discussion about what these folks are doing to help us and the rodeo out. Please tell us who you are.
I'm Todd Price with Jim Bass Ford.
Is that all?
Yeah.
And I am here at the Ag Mechanics, what do we call this, arena? Anyway, we're here at the arena. And with me is, what's that?
Do it over again. Say, the Ag Mechanics show.
Ag Mechanics, we call it Ag Mechanics Contest.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of stories to tell about what's going on out at the rodeo these days. And I understand there's this thing called Premiere. Explain to our viewers what that's about, please.
Well, the premium sale.
Okay. Animation.
So you don't want me to look like Sam Elliott?
Not like old Sam Elliott.
Oh.
He looks like old Sam Elliott.
And that's a wrap. Boom. Ah.
We're thankful for the support of Jim Bass Ford and Bud Light.
Well, that was 10 years ago, Ryan, back in the good old days of San Angelo Live. But the good thing is, like, Tom Thompson was working the rodeo back then. He gave us like a lot of access to find out who to interview and that, where things are happening. So we got a lot of insider stuff, even back in 2014.
And the bloopers were funny.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, Ed Blackburn,
Sounds like a good
rest
guy.
in peace,
Right,
Ed Blackburn.
yeah.
But the last guy that was interviewed is a guy named Buck Owens. And he was a tower of a man here at the rodeo. He passed away a couple years ago, maybe a year ago. But when I was running for county judge, I knocked on his door. I didn't know it was his door in Rio Concho West. And he invited me in, had a good conversation for about an hour. And then he said, well, I live in Barnhart and I can't vote for you, but I would. Anyway, I loved old Buck Owens. He was a great guy, but he's passed away too. A lot of people in that video are gone. The other one was Mike Conway, he was the congressman that preceded August Pfluger, who's in that video.
Okay.
But anyway, y'all can run it back
A piece
later.
of history.
It was history right there
Yeah.
on the YouTubes. It's still there. But anyway, let's get into the rodeo.
Yep. Okay, so last night we had a couple of really good runs in the bareback. We had in the bull riding. We had some changes in, like, what else? We had some finals. We had everything go final that was going to the short go tonight. And so some checks were cashed. But specifically, we had some guys make it to the finals in the bareback. And I interviewed the top rider last night. He was a guy by the name of Tilden Hooper. And he had a special guest during the interview, too, so it was actually pretty interesting.
A special guest?
Yeah, he had a special guest. But
you're really good. You had a lot of practice with the Sonora Banks and Button Busters. Yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and go to that interview, James. All right, I'm here with Tilden Hooper. On the NFR horse, Riverbug scored an 85.5 tonight. Punch your ticket to the short round tomorrow night in the championships. Just walk me through your ride real quick.
Yeah, that's a horse I'd been on before and had pretty good luck on in the past. And she's just the kind of horse that she takes that little scoot and then gets up underneath herself and really gives you a chance to show off. That's the kind we like to get on, and I was just, thankful that I was blessed enough to draw her and just tried to take advantage of the opportunity.
Now, you've won here in San Angelo before. You've been to the NFR a bunch of times, but you took last year off. What would it mean to you to win the San Angelo Rodeo again this year?
Man, it'd be huge because I think the last time I won this rodeo, most of them guys I was riding against were in like junior high, so it'd be cool, man. This rodeo, and thanks in big part to the town, has really stepped up and upped the added money and brought in the stock, done all the things to make this one of the premier rodeos that we go to all year long. So to come here and walk away with the championship would be huge to get my year started, and it'd be a good paycheck too, so there ain't nothing wrong with that.
And right before this interview started, I saw that you picked this little guy up. Let's go ahead and talk about him. Introduce us.
Can you say your name?
T-E-L-A.
Tell Hooper, huh? Don't be shy now. Yeah, getting to bring my family with me now is pretty fun. I got twins over there screaming right now with my wife, and for her to come and take care of them and wrangle them while I get to do the fun stuff, it's a huge blessing, and I'm thankful for it.
Paramount of the dad life, right?
Yeah, 100% to get to have them here with me and get them to see me ride bucking horses and be around all my friends. It's fun.
Well, again, this has been Tilden Hooper. Had an 85.5 point ride tonight. We will see him tomorrow in the finals. Remember, all this bull riding, all this rough stock coverage is brought to you by Ranch Hand Grill Guards, only available at Vehicle Accessories.
Sonora Bank interviews of the Mutton Busters did help you out a little bit. You try to pull the kid out a little bit, say his name.
I guess I've had a lot of practice at this point. Let's just put it that way.
Anyway, all this coverage of the bucking horses has been brought to you by Ranch Hand Grill Guards, and they're available down on Highway 67 South at Vehicle Accessories. Roll it, James.
Your time together is priceless. The Midnight Series are American-made, steel front and rear end replacement bumpers for today's hard-working truck owners who are up before first light to work and stay up long after dark to play. Midnight front and rear bumpers take your truck to the next level of performance. Protect what you love and look good doing it with the Ranch Hand Midnight Series, built to take a hit.
Available now at Vehicle Accessories, US 67 South in San Angelo. VehicleACC.com. Well, it's time now for the most fun part of the show, the Sonora Bank Mutton Bustin'.
Yeah.
Did we have a winner last night?
We always have a winner, Joe.
What do you mean? Is it outcome based?
Well, no, I mean, if they have a contest, there's always a winner.
Well, I mean, sometimes everyone could get bucked off.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but it's scored based on how far they get on the sheet.
That's true. That's true. So they get like a foot, and he's the longest guy. He's going to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But we had another one, and the interview, I actually got him to answer some questions, so it was better than some of our other ones.
Did you bring up turkey legs?
I did not.
Okay. Let's roll that, James.
All right, I'm here with Brooks Wysoon. Just got a 93 on a sheet. Brooks, did you practice before you came to the rodeo?
Yeah.
Do you have sheep at home?
No.
So how did you practice?
With my horse.
Oh, that is pretty cool, man. Well, that 93 was pretty great. Did you eat a good meal before you got on that sheep? Is that what gave you the energy?
Yeah.
And what is your favorite food at the rodeo?
Snickers.
Do you like cotton candy? What do you like?
I like cotton candy.
Oh, yeah, man. All right. Well, Brooks here did a great job, and he got a 93, and he's your mutton busting champion tonight. Go ahead and show the camera your belt buckle. That's pretty awesome, man. Well, again, all this mutton busting coverage has been brought to you by Sonora Bank.
And we appreciate Sonora Bank for sponsoring all the mutton busting contests that we've done. How many interviews we do? About 6 or 7?
Yeah, I think we're up to 7 now.
7? Anyway, it is a highlight of the rodeo. It's called the Sonora Bank Mutton Busting, and we got every winner, I think. I think we missed one guy.
Yeah, it was like a matinee performance maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, let's roll it, James, for Sonora Bank.
When something is important, you take care of it, especially when you're entrusted with its well-being. You pay close attention and act accordingly to every need and situation that may arise. Call it instinct, obligation, or desire. One thing's for certain, for most Texans, it just comes natural. At Sonora Bank, you'll find there's one bank that cares deeply about you and your banking needs. And caring for our customers, well, it just comes natural. That's a good reason to give us a try. Sonora Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Well, no rodeo is complete without fashion, right?
I mean, I feel like it's a social event for some of the Cowboys.
It's more of a social event than anything. I mean, more people participate in the Buffalo Social Club and the wine tent. Actually, it's called the OH Triangle Ranch Wine Tent, and the Shoot Club and the Spur Club that I can't get into, right? I mean, there's more people in those things than there are in the entire arena. I mean,
think so?
Plus, you have all the people out here on the fairgrounds riding the rides. But anyway, Texas Angels Boutique at 221 South Chadward here in downtown San Angelo has been kind enough to sponsor our barrel racing, right? But we're not going to do barrel racing right now. We're going to give you something you've never seen before in a rodeo video. This is called Rodeo Fashion. And Ryan, I'm going to elect you to do that. So we'll be right back with some rodeo fashion.
All right, joining me is Evan Berryhill, the owner of Texas Angels Boutique. Sells a bunch of rodeo fashion and apparel that a bunch of girls are wearing here at the San Angelo Rodeo this year. Now, Evan, just tell me a little bit about the history of the store, how you started, when you got it, and what you're doing now.
So I started selling jewelry whenever I was in high school. I did local trade shows and rodeos, and it didn't take very long before it grew into a passion of mine. So I stuck with it. After I graduated high school, I opened the store in Del Rio and migrated to San Angelo, Texas after having the storefront in Del Rio for 4 years, and we recently moved locations.
Oh yeah, and where is it now?
So now it's at 221 South Chadbourne Street in San Angelo, Texas.
Which is that the old Stango's coffee shop?
It is.
Yeah, it's still there with the coffee. Do you ever get customers that come in there saying, hey, is there coffee here, or is it just closed?
Every single morning.
Hey, if anything, that brings you in a little more business, right?
It does.
Okay, and especially during rodeo season, tell us why your place is the place to go for rodeo apparel.
Well, I mean, our prices are great. Our merchandise is the best, and all of the girls at the store are extremely helpful and friendly, so we welcome everybody to come to the store.
Yeah. And I understand today we actually have a special treat. You actually brought some girls out here who are going to model some of the fashion that you have available for sale right now.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and get into that.
Sounds good.
So in that first outfit that you want to describe, like I'll let you take it away from here.
Okay. So Hadley is going to be wearing the first outfit. She's wearing a really cute black fringe top. It is available in sizes small through large, and it's $34.99. And she is pairing it with a white fringe skirt, available in small, medium, and large for $39.99. Accessorized with some boots and jewelry from the store.
And how many total are you going to go through? Is it going to be 3, 4?
Yeah, so I have 3 models out here with me today, and I'm just gonna show their outfits.
Okay, so let's get into the second one then.
Okay, so the second one is gonna be Shelby. She's wearing a white denim romper. That is our best seller right now. We just reordered black and gray, and those run from $59.99 to $49.99, available in sizes small, medium, and large.
And then finally, last but not surely not least, because all the fashion's great, right? Let's get into that third outfit.
So Kennedy is going to be wearing this black sheer mesh pearl top. It's really cute. It has great details. We also have it available in black and in white and brown, and that one is going to be $39.99. She paired it with some black risen shorts that are $53 and some boots from this store.
Oh, very nice. And we can't see right now in the interview, but like I'm sure they looked great on the B-roll, right?
Yes.
But again, tell us where your location is, so anyone we still have 2 performances left, so if they want to go check that out before the Cinch Shootout tomorrow, they can go pick some up.
Yeah, so y'all come see me downtown. It's 221 South Chadburn Street. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6.
And again, thanks for joining me on here today, Evan. And remember, guys, Texas Angels Boutique not only sells great rodeo apparel and fashion, but they're also sponsoring our barrel racing coverage. So look forward to that, because we will have a winner of the San Angelo Rodeo tonight, and we'll also have another one for the Cinch Shootout tomorrow. So thanks for coming on the show.
Of course, thanks for having me.
All right, back to y'all.
Well, Ryan, you got to talk to Evan Berryhill, the proprietor of Texas Angels Boutique. We're looking at pictures from inside the store right now. What'd you think?
I mean, she was really nice, and it sounded like she's really, really passionate about what she does. And I mean, like you saw all the models, like all the clothes look great. And yeah, y'all should go check it out.
221 South Chadburn.
And the Old Stango's Coffee Shop.
With the coffee, it has a coffee sign on it. But don't go. You can go in there and ask for coffee. Yeah. They shouldn't have it.
But it was pretty funny. She was really nervous for the interview, but I think by the end of it, she kind of got in the groove of it. We only had to do 11 takes.
11 takes?
No, I'm kidding, Evan. It was only 2. But yeah, that was Texas Angel Boutique. And remember, they are sponsoring all of our barrel racing coverage this year. And I guarantee you, either tonight or tomorrow, we're going to have another barrel racer on here.
And the barrel racing is the most exciting part of the rodeo for 2024. So really good ad buy on her part.
Yeah, and I expect the finals tonight to be like a really close finish. I'm projecting like a .03 difference between first and second place.
.02, .03. You want to take the range?
Yeah, let's set the over-under at .03.
All right, that brings us to the next part. Lip Chip, another sponsor. They sponsored all the timed events except for barrel racing, but barrel racing is not really considered a timed event,
it's
even though they have a stopwatch.
Yeah. Well, this was a stop laser.
Oh yeah, stop laser. That's right, the laser. Because they have it between 1 and 2. It's like last night it was like .02.
Yes, or .03. I'm pretty sure.
And I made a joke. That's the finger, on the stopwatch.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh no, it's lasers."
I'm just saying. I'm trying to be accurate up here. Okay. But anyway. In our next segment, Cole Harris, he's been sitting down with cowboys and cowgirls all throughout the rodeo. So
it's going to be a surprise today because we don't even know who he interviewed.
Let's go ahead and hit that interview.
Here's
James.
Lip Chip interview with Cole Harris.
Hey everyone, my name is Cole Harris, and I'm here for another interview. And we have a world champion with us today. We got Tyler Wade. Thanks for doing this, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So Tyler Wade is a world champion header, team roper. Every other interview we've done, we've been doing one-person events, I guess. So this is the first kind of team event we're doing, obviously team roping. So it's going to be interesting to hear Tyler's perspective. But I guess we'll start off with just winning the gold buckle last year, bro. I mean, the goal of literally every rodeo contestant. Make it to Vegas, number 1.
Yeah.
And rope for gold buckles. And you got your first gold buckle last year. What did it mean to you?
Man, honestly, the dream's a little so far-fetched sometimes that I didn't really plan on winning it, or that's never really been my goal because I didn't want to be let down if it didn't come through. I just literally wanted to rope steers for a living, and to pull it off and kind of go out number 1, I think is one of the coolest things, and it exceeded my expectations for sure.
So then, the lights in Vegas, the pressure in Vegas. I mean, I've been out to Vegas once for the NFR. It kind of ramps it up like 10 times any other rodeo throughout the whole year.
Dude, it does big time. And for me, like, I've got caught up in it before, I made it. I don't remember the first time I made it. It was 2016. So 8 years ago now. I was around like 23, 22. And yeah, I did get caught up in it. You know what I mean? So I'm a big guy that learns from my mistakes and try to stay level headed and kind of see where you're at, because you can get so amped and so nervous, and you check the stats and you check this and that, and it can make it too big for you. So like, I try to stay pretty level headed. And
So, I guess what changed for you before you're a world champion? You're now a world champion. I guess what doors open up for a world champion?
I don't know. I do think that like it's kind of cool to see that the hard work you did put in, it actually proved that it worked. I guess you could say, like, from your methods of training horses to your method of swinging, roping in general, how you set them up for your partner. So like saying that, hey, that actually was like, that's a plan that can work and stick to the routine and doing what we do. It's kind of cool to see it actually surpass.
Team ropes and team sport, obviously.
Oh yeah.
I want you to tell me some of the ups, some of the downs of they don't. I was telling you before we start recording, I have literally seen guys out in the summer, they're roping, their header misses, and the healer's like, "What in the heck are you doing?" They're literally bickering at each other. I mean, have you ever had? I mean, obviously you and your teammate, we're all world champions, so y'all success helps the team. But what are some ups and downs of the team side of it?
What's crazy is like, just like that, there's so much of it that goes into being a team, and it's not just in the arena either, it's outside of it. So like, a lot of people don't know this, but in the middle of the summer, we were doing pretty good and we had won quite a bit, and then I had actually missed 12 in a row, and I had messed up nonstop, and I kept kind of looking around to see if my partner was getting upset or anything. Wesley Thorpe's who I rope with, and you know, like, that guy is so level-headed, such a good team player. He never batted an eye, never said a word. And then I'm like, man, he's truly not worried about it. And it made my job way easier. It was like having the support of not only your family and your team, but like his family and his team. Like, it made it way easier. So then when the winning came, you're never concerned about losing again, because losing really wasn't that bad, especially with a guy like that that stays level-headed enough.
I mean, I've heard some people talk about it's like a marriage.
Dude, I mean, because you got to think, like, we're splitting finances and sharing the income. So like, if I miss, it costs him money, and vice versa. So like, being on the same page and trying to, him knowing that, you know, out of the whole year, I got 136 chances. Well, I only caught like 90 of them. So he only got 90 chances, but paid for 136, you know, and did the work for that. So like, I think that, you know, it's a rough road and a different way to do it. And you got to be really team oriented more than any other event out here.
Yeah. Sorry guys for the lights, but we'll make it work for the rest of this interview. But number one, I rope the dummy.
Yeah.
Right. I can't rope, but like, you rope a team rope and dummy. There's kids out here roping a team rope and dummy, and it's sitting still, it's not moving, and you can rope it pretty good.
Yeah.
Versus roping, moving target, and y'all headers now launch it. Like, y'all send it way out to throw the whole rope. And it's kind of funny, but it's almost like y'all are sharpshooters. Like, y'all really, like, it takes accuracy and like attention to detail to catch it that far.
No, dude, it's crazy how far team roping in generals came, you know, and there's so much money to win at every level of team roping that there's a lot of people now invested in it. But it's funny that, like, the football players, when they holler hut, it's just a reaction of what you practice. That's all there is to it, because there's literally no time to think. And I think the same thing goes with like heading. It's like, have you prepared for this or not? Now, you know, being the quarterback, when we watch TV, we just shake our head. He should have done this, or he should have done that, or threw an interception or whatever. Like, but heading's kind of the same deal. Like, when you nod, it's just on muscle memory and what you've practiced.
Dude, kind of like, I want to know how did you actually progress? Like, practically, how do you go from a person who's roping the dummy good to a world champion header? Is there like what's that process of growth like?
Well, I don't know. It's hard to explain just from roping in general and learning how to rope and just doing it for so long. But like your cousin Ty, I can remember watching him when he was like 7 years old and a little Appaloosa pony, and he never missed. His fundamentals was just amazing. So when he got age and speed with it, you know, and learned so much just from trial and error, like, the dude's getting hard to beat. And I think that the same thing comes with experience and trial and error. And like, our dads roped just like Ty's did, and it's like it's my dad
Just
was always
grew up
there.
doing it.
Yeah, I just grew up doing it, so it's all we've ever known, really.
Okay, so there's probably some young kids watching you, I mean, fans of Tyler Wade, world champ. What advice would you give to them if they want to become a world champ?
I think putting in the work early, and everybody says that, and you're all like, oh yeah, work hard, work hard. No, I literally, day in and day out, every decision you make needs to be the right one, from literally what you eat before the performance to checking your draw, maintaining your horse. Every time I go and feed my horse, if I'm a little bit tired, like, you throw that supplement in there too, even if you don't want to half-ass anything you do. And I think that just, if you can do that and just stay on track, every little step leads to bigger and better things.
I'll get you fired up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about San Angelo. This is San Angelo Rodeo. This is going to go on San Angelo Live. This interview is obviously sponsored by Lip Chip. What is special about the San Angelo Rodeo to you?
Well, it's Texas Circuit, which is the biggest Texas Circuit rodeo of the year. And everybody that was born in Texas, they're hardcore, true Texans, man. And this is just cool that the setup right here is 3-head. They don't limit the entries, so anyone can enter. It's not a top 40 deal, and they have like 120 teams that come and try this. It's always the fastest setup. It takes 3s every time to place in the round. I think 4 flat won $160 for last hole in the second round,
which is crazy.
It's crazy. So like 7-4 on 2. I know it's got to be a record on 2 because I've never seen anything even close to faster than that. But just one of the biggest Texas rodeo of the year. Sold out crowd every night. Good event, good steers, good people putting it on. I mean, it's exciting, and not to mention the Sin Shootout. Literally Saturday night's gonna be just as good.
And it seems like the way you drew up is the best way to do it. You get to rope in the slack Thursday. Wait, would you go slack perf or do you?
No, team roping. Everybody that's in the top 40 when they enter goes in the performance.
So you're going perf Thursday, perf Friday, or perf Wednesday, Thursday, short go Fridays, shootout
yeah,
Saturday.
we just get bang, 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 bang right there in a row. So it can be good or bad. You can get in a rhythm.
Yeah.
At one hand, or the other hand, you don't get time to go practice or go home and regroup. So you're going to have to stay after them. So one or the other. But if you're getting a rhythm, you can get tapped off right here, and it's pretty simple.
Come on, bro. Well, let's get into some predictions. We're going to predict the timed events. Timed events are sponsored by Lip Chip. And the first one we're going to do is steer wrestling. The winner of the rodeo is the fastest averaged on 3 runs. And so we have 10 guys competing right now tonight. And so, Tyler, who do you got winning the steer wrestling tonight?
Well, I'm a big fan of Trevor Nelson. He's a good dude. He's got a good horse. I think he's half a second from the lead, Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves has rodeoed for a long time. He's won the gold buckle. Don Payne, he just got through winning the NFR average. He's sitting second right now. So they're all within half a second in the top 4, I believe. And we got an old guy with a lot of experience. We got a young guy that's just hot off the NFR. And then Trevor, he's wanting to get his first NFR. And the dude's got a ton of talent. Great dude. I think I'm his biggest fan, but hopefully he draws the right steer to pull it off.
That'll be exciting. So we're gonna predict the team roping next. That's the order we go in. You're up. Tyler Wade's up in the what are you gonna have to do to win the San Angelo Stock Show Rodeo tonight?
Well, I'm gonna have to pull out a miracle because Dustin Esquiza is 7-4 on 2. He's got us by almost a second and a half, and if he catches, you can just go ahead and write that one off because that dude's got all the talent and all the speed in the world. Like, he's by far the fastest header, and he's got a good healer, and he don't mess up. Our goal literally was to place in the first round, be clean on the second one, advance, and then try to win maybe 4th or better because this rodeo pays so good, we don't have to win first. And if we can get a little out of that first round, which is a little bit easier than the second, because we were 4-1 for $3,000 in the first round. And
second round, like 3-6 was first or something?
4-1 didn't place in the second round. So we just tried to that's our game plan all the time, is to go fast on the first one, then make the short round, and hopefully they pay us for at least a 3rd or 4th place check tonight.
And so what are you sitting in the average right now?
I think I'm 4th, and I'm shooting to stay there. Yeah.
Bro, yeah, that's a second and a half. You'll kind of need a miracle, some mistake or something to happen.
Well, I think 4th will pay like $4,500 a man. So if we can get out of here with $7,500, it's a good rodeo for me. Yeah, no doubt.
So next event we're gonna predict is tie down roping. Tyler, who you got for tie down?
Marty Yates, grew up with him, junior rodeoed with him. He actually in high school was my header, and I healed for him. So that
Wow.
was kind of cool. But I think he's got him by almost a second.
Yeah.
And, you know, he kind of took a break from rodeoing last year. He's rejuvenated, refreshed, and he's got a second on these boys tonight. I think just a decent calf, and it's game over.
Marty's been scary this year.
Dude.
He's been with the chip on his shoulder type energy, and Houston did great. He's like winning everywhere, bro.
Yeah, ton of talent, new baby. So
New baby, tons of motivation.
he's hungry. He needs to win something.
So we're going to do the breakaway roping next. I went a little bit out of order. We did tie down. Usually we do breakaway, then tie down, but we're doing tie down, then breakaway now. So, Tyler, who you got winning the breakaway tonight?
Kelsey Domer's going to be hard not to go with.
Yeah.
She wins nonstop, ton of talent. She's half a second behind first. I actually don't know the younger girls. I guess I'm assuming they are younger in the lead.
Yep.
But always rooting for them, but it's hard to go without the old veteran. She knows the play.
Come on, man. Well, make sure y'all get to the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo tonight. Tyler Wade will be up performing. It's Championship Friday. It don't get no better. I mean, fastest time on 3 wins. It's win or go home type energy. It's going to be exciting. We'll see you tonight at the perf.
Yeah.
Hey there, horsemen. Introducing the HoofLink system, powered by LipChip, where a simple microchip becomes a secure key to unlock temperature, record health paperwork, and check in and out of your equine events. Simply implant, scan, and unlock all your horse's information, making it easy to compete at the highest of levels. LipChip is owned and operated by a family of horsemen, and our technology is designed and assembled right here in the USA. We know how you ride. The future is here, and the future is LipChip. Let her rip, LipChip.
All right, we got just a few seconds left, a few minutes left on our show, but we need, since we're going into the finals tonight, we need to go through the standings and find out where everyone is, who's going to be competing tonight. So when you come back at this post-game show after the rodeo tonight, you'll be able to watch the interviews and hear our expert analysis.
Yep, all winners.
They'll be all winners. That's right. So without further ado, let's get into the standings. James, standings.
In the bareback riding, as of the finals tonight, Cooper Cook leads in the bareback with an 88.5. R.C. Lanningham is in second with an 87. Jacob Lees and Wyatt Maines are tied for third with an 86.5. Moving on to the steer wrestling, Matt Reeves won the long go with the average of 8.4 seconds. He is the one to watch in the finals tonight, followed by Don Payne with 8.5 and Cole Walker 8.7, Trevor Nelson 8.9, and Gavin Solio. Anyway, team roping, Dustin Igaskiza, I said that right the first time, and Levi Lord lead with 7.4. An entire second behind was Corey Kidd the fifth V, and Tanner Braden with an 8.4.
Corey Key V.
Yep, the fifth, my bad. In the saddle bronc, Sage Newman, Ryder Sanford, and Wyatt Casper all tied for first place with an 87.5. Lefty Holman is in fourth with an 87. Court Shear and Tyrell Roberts are tied for fifth. Right after that, in the tie down, Marty Yates won the long go with a 15.5. Cash Cooper came in second with 16.3. Ryan Jarrett comes in third with 60.4, and then Connor Blaze Atkinson and Cole Clemens are in a tie for fourth place there. Moving on to the breakaway roping. This is that fast event that's brand new to the rodeo. Allie Masters won the long go with 2 runs in 4.4 seconds. Timber Allenbrand came in second with 4.7. There's a tie for third between Kelsey Domer and Brooke Eddy, and Kelsey Domer had the fastest time in the rodeo. In the barrel racing, Wenda Johnson blew up the scoreboard last night, took over the lead with a 29.71 after 2 runs. Donna K. Rules in second with 30.25. Tiana Schuster also went last night, 30.27. That one's going to be exciting. Finally, in the bull riding, J.R. Stratford, still Performance 1, posted a 90-point ride. He won the it's not the long go, I guess first round there. In tie for second with Dustin Bouquet and Jeff Askey, that was last night. Cooper Howard Jacobs was on Wednesday night, and that was an 87.5. And then there's a lot of names because there's a 5-way tie for 5th through 9th.
And of course, Clayton Sellers. He's the number 12 bull rider we couldn't put on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he wouldn't fit.
Yeah,
so we gave him his own page because he won Extreme Bull Riding.
Clayton Sellers won Extreme Bull Riding. He's the sleeper tonight, and he's the guy to watch. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I would.
That's why we made a whole page for it. A couple caveats for it. If you saw an asterisk next to their name, that means they moved into that position last night. And the other thing is, in some of these rough stock events, there's more than 12 people on the list, on the lineup. So they have to flip a coin or something to figure out. There will only be 12 that go into the finals. So I think on the saddle bronc there's a whole bunch of people, or maybe it was bareback. There's a whole bunch of people. There's like 13 people, all the way down tied for 12th.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. So anyway, those are the caveats. Looking forward to it tonight, and we'll be in the arena, or not the arena. No, I'm not going to the arena. We'll be in the Coliseum.
Yeah,
and we're going to bring you a great show tonight. So please tune in after the rodeo. Probably be around 11:30 when we get it up.
Yeah,
I think so.
About average. Yeah,
about average. And hopefully the
Ferris wheel's still on. We
That's
got it till midnight tonight. So
yes, we're going to do the show with the Ferris wheel on. That's our That's our deal. And it's
That's
on
our
till midnight.
goal. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, until tonight, I'm Joe Hyde, and you are
Ryan Chadwick. And remember, all this rodeo coverage can be found after the fact only on SanAngeloLive.com.
We'll see you tonight.